Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Gerard Black in the Philippines with the Truth. I'm going to welcome you to my channel. I want to thank all my subscribers, my followers, my hey, let me check this dude out, all my commenters, all my triggers, my peaches, my scallywags, my haters, my lovers. Each and every one of you, I want to thank you for taking the time for stopping by my channel. And, uh, you know, I got some news yesterday. I'm still planning this trip to Cebu, but I have a girlfriend in the States who's coming here to Cebu, and she wants me to meet her there. So I'm trying to find out exactly what day she's going to be there. So it's like being on standby to find out when she's going to arrive in Cebu. Now, you know, she asked me if me and I could come and meet her with her son, who is marrying a Filipina, and one son I think is married to a Filipina. The other one is coming to meet his Filipina, and so they asked me if I would come and say hello to her and hang out with her for a while, and I am gladly to do that. She has this group called Soul, So Much Soul. uh, Soul, Soul, So Much Soul, Soul. And it's a group where they talk about music, celebrities. She may ask a question like, I think I mentioned it once before. Um, uh, Name a song that that name a good love song. And so you would go through your catalog of music in your head, and you would try to think of a good, love song that you would add to the group. So that's one of those things that I enjoy it because of my rich history of music. I am I am always not challenged, but I think I want to challenge myself to find something that no one ever heard about or think about, or like a good Mother's Day song. A good Mother's Day song would be, to me, would be O.C. Smith's Hollow, Hollow, uh, Hollow Hickory's Tramp, Tramp, Tramps, Hollow Hickory's Tramp. It goes the weeds were high, the corn was dry when Daddy took to drinking. Him and Sally Walker made up and ran away. But Mama loved us, and she raised us and all her 14 children. And now, till this day never saw a hungry day. And then it goes, Mama uh, sacrificed the pride. The neighbors started talking, but we were much too young to understand the things they say. All we really cared about was Mama's chicken dumpling, and a good night kiss before we went to bed. Oh, the path was wide. And late at night, a hand would knock, and there would stand a stranger. Yes, I'm the son of Hickory Hollow's tramp. What the song is about, it's about it's, it's a mother who had 14 kids, husband made up and ran away, and the only way she saw fit to take care of her kids was to go into prostitution. And so, the neighbors, wasn't helping her. So this is what she did. And then there's a part that goes on. Each Sunday, she received a big bouquet of 14 roses with a card that read, "The greatest mom on earth." So you see, so that's, to me, is an ideal song about mother, because what she did was she sacrificed herself to take care of her 14 kids. Now, um, I was talking about her group, and it led me to be, um, I was gonna wait to the end, but let me show you now. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Ha ha ha. You are getting the first look at King Gerard or Queen Mia. That's Mia's sonogram that she got yesterday. I am so excited uh, to see uh, the little niglet developing in there. So you are the first to see the sonogram. I haven't posted anything online or anything in Facebook. I want to save it and show it to you because you are special to me. Now, uh, I started looking over some of my past videos, and I came up with this one. And I thought, since I'm posting this, and maybe one day King Gerard or Queen Mia, of course, I told you that if I have a son, that's just going to be his name, King Gerard. Don't think I'm playing. I'm for real about that. And if it's a girl, her first name is going to be Queen. Whatever Mia want to put behind it, Queen Joy, Queen Mary, Queen Mia, it's up to her. But her first name is going to be Queen. And I want them to have an idea of what my life was like and what I had been going through, or what I went through, or what I was able to go through and come up here on this side of the world, and a lot more happier, a lot more stable, in my mind, a lot more successful. Getting away from the craziness of the United States. So with that being said, I came across this little clip right here, and I want to share it with you because I want them to see um, um, what their father did in the United States as a motivational speaker. And so this is a little taste. So check this out, and I'll be right back. Circle of fear. This has got to be the most easiest crowd. How many people remember Richard Burton? You said that to a young crowd, you did nothing. Okay, so anyway, I was able to get past security, and I was standing right in front of Richard Burton. And I said, Richard Burton, I said, sure, I got to take a picture of you. He said, sure. And with my hand shaking, and he was about from here to here, and I took that picture, and I ran it to the Post. And the Post published that picture in the New York Post. And let me tell you, when I saw my photograph in the New York Post, I said, this is what I wanted to be, this is what I wanted to do. And photography became a vehicle to speak for me. It gave me a voice. It gave me a reason to be. It gave me a reason to exist, man. And that was the beautiful thing about photography. I ended up going to Los Angeles, I ended up walking onto the set because I always carried my camera around, and they were doing this big production at the Paramount. And it turned out to be they were photographing a show by Howard Hessman called We Love Rock and Roll. It was Howard Hessman, James Brown, Bracelet, Frankie Valli, all of them. And I was able to get past security again. It ended up in there. And I was photographing. And I latched on to a publicist named Bonnie Sweeney, who happened to have been James Brown's publicist for over 20 years. And man, she sent me on all the assignments in Hollywood. And I want to tell you, man, I'm photographing this person, blah, blah, blah. I'm photographing this person, blah, blah, blah. These are people who I see on TV, people who I thought I would never be next to. For that split second are working for me. Mr. So-and-so, can you do this? Mr. So-and-so, do that. And my work appeared in publications all around the world. I'm going to leave my portfolio up here, and anytime while I'm here, you come through, you can look at it, and you can see some of the publications where my work has appeared in. At this time, I had a woman. She was having my child, and she was determined not to be blinded by the celebrities, by the stars and everything like I was. So I'm not going. So when I put the camera down and left these photo shoots, or these assignments,
I didn't know what to do with myself, so I ended up in the back rooms. I ended up in the back rooms with celebrities, and what they were doing drugs. So that's what I did. I did what they were doing, because I figured I'm with the in crowd, man. Yeah, man, pass me that, man. Yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, man, I'm cool. I'm the photographer. Yeah, like this, whatever. And next thing you know, man, I was off in addiction. I mean, I was lost in addiction for about 15 years. I mean, I'm telling you, I lost my children twice. There was one time I had a gun put in my mouth and told the guy to shoot me because it was easy for him to kill me than I going home and tell the mother of my kids that I spent that money against. You know, I remember sitting in an alley somewhere with a gun in my hand, waiting to shoot somebody, you know, to pay off a drug debt. You know, by the grace of God, that never happened. But see, that's a journey that drugs took me on. My cameras and all that stuff were gone, man, because I was lost in that road of addiction. I ultimately went to prison. You know, I did 3 years, and when I came out, man, I didn't look back. I mean, I went back to what I knew how to do, and that was photography. And that's one thing that I was very grateful for, because I had 30 years of my life drug-free, where I knew how to live, I knew how to pursue a goal, I knew how to dream, I knew how to put drive behind me and make something happen. And that's why I feel a lot of sad for a lot of people today, you know, because they don't have that space of sanity. So a lot of kids and a lot of young people are born into drugs and addiction and don't know what it is like to pursue a dream and a goal. So anyway, so I was on parole and what have you, and my parole officer let me take pictures. And it just so happened that the Democratic caucus in Southampton, Al Gore was flying in. And they called me and said, Gerard, we want you to photograph Al Gore flying in on Air Force 2. I said, well, you know, I'm on parole. I can't. They said, Gerard, we want you to do it. Don't worry about it. We got you covered. Because I turned my Social Security number. And so I showed up there, and I gave my number, and the Secret Service went over. They said, come here. They whispered, and they came on and said, okay, look, you take your picture and get the hell out of here. I said, okay. No problem. So I took my picture, and when I went back to parole, I told them, because you had to tell me if you ever had police contact. And I said, yeah, I had police contact. They said, but who? I said, the Secret Service. They said, get out of here. But I have a little badge, what they gave me and everything, and they turned parole upside down. They wanted to shut me down and everything. And the supervisor said, no, this is a good thing. You know, because this is something that never has happened to them. And the reason I tell that story, because it's important for people to know that if you have something to offer, and if you're good at what it is you do, can't nobody take that away from you. And people are going to want that as long as you're true in doing what it is that you want to do. You know, so I haven't looked back. You know, today I launched my own magazine because I became so far behind in the digital age. I launched a magazine called SGIB, which is a children's magazine. It's in English and Spanish. It's Long Island's first urban bilingual music magazine. So I launched that, and that's something I did on my own, something I know I can do for myself. So when people tell you that you can't do things, you don't listen to it because you can. You know, so I was able to do that. So today, I'm so happy and so blessed to be back in my field, man. I mean, it's nothing like photography. Right now, I'm trying to open up and try and expose it to young people, because sometimes I think that's the answer, man. You put a camera in their hand, let them media, you let them go out and say what it is they feel and show what it is that they, what they're doing and what they're into, man. Because I know what it's done for me. I know what photography has done for me. I know what photography is doing for me now to this day. Currently I write the newsletter for Al Sharpton. I'm one of Al Sharpton's private photographers. They shoot for James Brown. This canvas right here is the one I've done on Michael Jackson. I was only photographer. And that's one thing that has lost today as far as my doing freelance work. I relish in being the only camera in the room. I relish in being invited to Gerard. We want you to come and take the picture. About 3 weeks ago, I was in Mr. Sharpton's downtown office with him and Jesse Jackson. They haven't been together for years, and I was the only one in there with a camera. I was the only one there, and to be called, to be trusted, to say, Gerard, we want you to do it. It's a good feeling. This picture here was one I took of Michael Jackson when he was having his problem at Sony. Some of you may remember that, and he went to Sharpton and asked me to help, and they went in the office, and with Johnny Cochran, I took this picture. And it turned out to be a picture that has been on Channel 5 News, it's been shown around a lot, and I'm very proud of it. I can't show you all the work I've done, but I've done so much. I know what photography has done for me. I know what it is living each day, with a choice, because I know what it is of having your choices taken away from you when it's taken away from you by drugs. You know what I'm saying? You don't have a choice, because you live, you wake up, you're like a shark, and you do what you do. The most valuable thing I have on me today is not money, it's not gold, it's this letter. Because this letter I sat on my bed my last day in prison, just before I was ready to release. And I wrote in this letter all the things that I hated in prison, all the things I didn't like. The count, being told what to do, probably a couple of meals every day. But I know that if ever I feel like that what I'm doing is leading me back to jail, apparently I've forgotten I need to open up this letter, because I mailed it to myself. By the grace of God, there have been some close calls, because I'm not perfect. But I've had this letter, and I said, well, I have a choice today. Don't give up your choices, Gerard. And I don't give up my choice. So I have a motto that's called Dreams, Nothing More Than Plans Awaiting Action. I have a motto today that's simply called Dreams and Nothing More Than Plans Awaiting Action. Never disrespect the elderly and always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one who can see your vision. And the best revenge in life is what? To live good. I'm living good today, and I hope you are too. Thank you very much.
Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it wasn't boring for you. But yeah, I got a few of them like that, so don't be surprised. It's for you, really, it's all for you. But in my belief, these Facebook videos or these YouTube videos will be up forever. So whenever my child gets to the point where it wants to know its father, or wants to know a little bit more than what it is being lied to about. I'm only joking. But I want to be able to see. And so this video is for them, or that video was for them. All right, so remember, you're watching Gerard Black in the Philippines with the truth. Remember, dreams are nothing more than plans awaiting action. Never disrespect the elderly, always pull someone up. And sometimes you're the only one to see a vision. And the best revenge in life is to live good. Oh, I'm living good today. I hope you are too. And if you're lucky enough to have a woman like Ali Woodson, former lead singer of the Temptation One song, treat her like a lady. And ladies, if you're lucky enough to have a good man like me, never say no and make him feel like a king. And girlfriend, as you see, I'm rocking your headgear. This is just for you, girlfriend, and why not? All right? And I'll talk to you later. I'll always love you more. Peace.